There. If you had listened in the first place and been good, you wouldn't be in this mess. I know my sister can go a little overboard when it comes to punishments, but she means well.
Sister!
What is it? Don't you see I'm trying to fix the mess you made?
Our brother. He's back.
Oh, great.
Hello, dear sisters. I've returned.
Unfortunately.
What are you doing back here? Don't tell me your semester's over already.
It isn't. But can't I come home to see my two favorite little sisters?
As you can see, we're a bit preoccupied with something important, so if you'd be so kind to leave, that would be great.
I just got here. Come on, Loon. Oh, who's this?
Oh, great.
They're our beloved. Now, don't even think about it, brother.
Aw, how come? It's been such a long time since I had a little toy to play with.
They're not just a toy, brother. We've had our eye on them for a long time, so leave them alone.
If you want a toy for yourself, then go out and get one for yourself. But keep your hands off of them. We'll not have three of us. You're the most rough one with your toys.
I promise I won't be rough on this one. Seeing as you two seem to be so attached to them. Even if I was going to, I don't think I will with this one. I can see why you're so attached to them.
Excuse me as I vomit at your gross moral turpitude, brother.
You always promise the same thing, brother. But you always go back on it. Remember the last time we brought home someone to share? You snapped their neck after they talked back to you.
Oh, come on. They deserved it.
Well, regardless, you need to keep away from them. We had our eyes on them first, so we get to decide what to do with them.
Come now, Loon. Sharing is caring.
And I don't care, Armin.
I think I have an idea. Why don't we let the cute little specimen decide? What do you say, dear? Care for another player to join the game? I know I can make things a lot more interesting than the two of them can. After all, they get their interests from me. Oh, they haven't told you? I was the one who taught them everything there is to know about acquiring toys. Although, they admittedly are a lot softer than I am. Not entirely sure about Izumi. We still have a ton of fun whenever we share toys.
You mean you have a ton of fun whilst Izumi and I clean up after you. Sorry you had to witness this, darling. Growing up, Armin has always been the chaotic one, and both Izumi and I had to pick up the slack.
Just get out of here, Armin. We can go out and find you someone to toy around with if you want later. But right now we're in the middle of teaching them a lesson.
A lesson, you say? What did they do?
They tried running away earlier, so we hammered 15 nails into their hands. It was my idea, of course.
Why not just incinerate their limbs? That way they'd understand what happens to those who try to escape. And they would no longer have the means to.
See, this is why we don't like sharing our toys with you. You always jump to something so extreme, with no warning at all. You could take a few notes from the two of us.
On the contrary, little sister. Sometimes you need to take drastic measures in order to get your point across. Anyway, back to you now, darling. Tell me, what's your name? Hey, don't be rude. When someone asks you a question, the polite thing to do is respond. I see. What a pretty name for a pretty face. Are you sure you two wouldn't want to share? Seriously, I promise I won't hurt them too bad.
No!
You may be our brother, but we don't like to share things with other people, especially careless people.
Izumi, I promise. I'll leave the punishment up to you and Loon, alright? Come on now. I just want to have some fun with the two of you. It has been a while now, hasn't it?
If we agree, will you leave them be and leave us alone when we find you a new toy?
I promise.
What do you think, Izumi? You know how insistent our brother can be, and he's not going to leave us alone until we comply with whatever request he's made.
Ugh, fine. But only because I don't want to have the misfortune of mopping up his blood later.
Lovely. Now then, let's get to work.